Hi, I'm Dustin Hanson with Graywhale Entertainment.
And I'm Zane Pendleton with Graywhale and the Salt Pop Media site.
This is the Graywhale Entertainment update for the release day of 7/30/13, Tuesday the 30th. I keep thinking it's June 30th because my older brother's birthday keeps messing me up. July 30th. I didn't forget my brother's birthday. Mild release week this week. There's not as much as normal, but that's, you know, you got to have a respite before the onslaught of the rest of the end of summer stuff going into fall. So we'll just jump right in, kind of rip right through this, and it'll be a short video.
All right, got some vinyl stuff to talk about, a couple new releases, and a lot of reissues. The first one that's new is Chris Shiflett and the Dead Peasants. Chris Shiflett should be familiar to you because he's in the Foo Fighters. He's the guitarist for the Foo Fighters. He was also in No Use for a Name. And he's also been in Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. So he's done a lot of punk and a lot of rock stuff. This is full country. This is all country covers from all the country greats, but done with him and his band of other members there, none of which are in the Foo Fighters. He's the only one from the Foo Fighters. But yeah, it's basically what you would expect. It's kind of updated country covers.
Sounds like a Merle Haggard record, like an old Haggard record with his guys, his band.
So if you're a fan of like American rock and country crossover type stuff, that'd be perfect.
Yep.
This is the Mynabirds, Generals Remixed. The Mynabirds just had an album come out recently. This is that album. This is 4 tracks from that album, but remixed.
By Richard Swift, DNTEL.
Yeah, Dintel, and just a bunch of stuff. And it also has a download of the full EP, which is 2 bonus remixes as well. So if you're a fan of the Mynabirds, this is also interesting to pick up as well. So, and that's on Saddle Creek. And then the last of the new vinyl releases to talk about is new Buddy Guy Rhythm and Blues double LP set. This actually has songs that feature Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, and Brad Whitford of Aerosmith, or Kid Rock, or Keith Urban. So it's Buddy Guy collaborating with a whole list of different people, including Gary Clark Jr., Beth Hart, and that's Rhythm and Blues is what it is.
And all of those are available on CD as well.
Yeah. And then we have a bunch of reissues to talk about, some of which are very, very cool. So we've got The Birthday Party live, 81 to 82. The Birthday Party is Nick Cave's, was it his first band?
It was his main big band,
It was his main original band.
There's members of the Bad Seeds in the band with him too. Before they became the Bad Seeds, they were Birthday Party.
So this is Nick Cave circa 1981 to 82. So if you're a fan of him, or if you're a fan of the Birthday Party, this is a really cool live collection that's getting released on 4AD Records. We also have the Cult Electric Peace getting reissued. This is the first time on LP in nearly 2 decades, and it has a bonus LP which has never been released on vinyl.
And this is also comes on CD with the same setup. The second version is the original version they recorded with Rick Rubin, then scrapped and redid. But for the first time ever, that Rick Rubin version of this album Rick Rubin produced version of that album is being released. So you get both versions of the album remastered, cleaned up, redone on the vinyl or the CD.
And it's a really nice gatefold heavyweight package, so if you're a fan of the Cult, then you should definitely be picking that up. And then we've also got the reissue of Easter Everywhere by the 13th Floor Elevators, kind of the earliest proto-psychedelic psych rock bands.
Rocky Erickson.
It's Rocky Erickson's band. This is a nice double gatefold edition. This album is originally from 1967. This has the stereo mix and, according to this, the incredibly rare mono version of the album as well. So that's kind of been the cool thing lately. The Beatles did their whole discography re-released, and you could pick it on mono or stereo because some people prefer one over the other. So this is very cool if you're into 60s psych or anything Rocky Erickson. So, and then finally, we've got the Black Sabbath vinyl reissues coming out this week. This is the original Black Sabbath lineup, kind of riding that wave of that new Black Sabbath album that came out 13 that had the original lineup.
This is the final reissue. They've reissued and remastered all the other ones. This is the final 2 of the original lineup that they did. Most people's least favorite of the Sabbath records. They're not really the best canon.
Yeah, but
if you need them, if you're a collector, you want them all, or you're just a fan of them, because Never Say Die actually is a good record.
Yes, there's Never Say Die, Technical Ecstasy.
And then the We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll for the person that just wants the ultimate greatest hits.
And this really is a fantastic greatest hits record for Black Sabbath if you're looking for the best of Ozzy Sabbath before Dio took over on vocals.
Yep.
So it's very, very good. And that's a double LP set with 17 tracks on it.
And it's really heavy and nice. I've had this, I mean, you see this around in used record stores all the time, like the old beat up version, but this is the remastered, cleaned up version, so check that out. We'll kind of go quickly through these. Michael Franti and Spearhead have a new album out, which we do really well with here in Utah, here in Salt Lake. A lot of people are big fans. New album is called All People. There's a deluxe edition, which I'm holding in my hand, that has 5 extra tracks, and a regular edition at all locations. So if you're a Franti fan, pick it up. Robin Thicke, his new album. You've seen the Dirty video on YouTube, I'm sure. It's featuring Pharrell. Kendrick Lamar's on this record. Really, it's in the vein of what Timberlake and R&B, pop R&B like that, but better in some ways because it's different. It's not just, he doesn't just ham on what Timberlake does. He does his own thing. He's got a really good voice. And like I said, Dirty video.
Yeah, tons of pre-hype on this album. It's finally out now. It's called Blurred Lines, and there is a deluxe edition.
Yeah, we've had people come in the store for 7 months asking for why we don't have this, and it's like because it's not out yet, but now it is. Deluxe edition has 3 bonus tracks and a regular edition available also. Speaking of deluxe and regular editions, the new 5 Finger Death Punch has a deluxe and a regular, and we have it on LP as well.
It's called The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell. It's kind of radio metal mixed with hard rock.
There's a guy in the band that has the dreaded beard, and it looks like Cthulhu, so it's kind of badass. I'll give him that.
And this actually features guest work. It's got guest vocals from Rob Halford from Judas Priest, Maria Brink from In This Moment,
Tech Nine, Max Cavalera,
JB Jasta from Hatebreed. Yep. So it's got a bunch of collaborations with a bunch of other people from hard music.
Yeah,
so
the rest of their records sell amazingly for us. I'm just kind of curious to see if this one kicks it up a notch or if this is their high water mark. So we'll see. Speaking of Tech Nine, he has a new album out as well called Fire, Water, Earth. Nope, called something else. Split into 3 parts, Fire, Water, and Earth. Oh my God, and a bonus. The bonus disc has 3 tracks on it. Danny Brown, Wiz Khalifa, Chris Calico, T-Pain, everybody, Kendrick Lamar, everybody who's in the game right now, CeeLo Green, everybody's on this thing.
Yep. So for Tech Nine fans, strange music fans, rap fans,
there's a deluxe edition, a regular edition, and this all access thing. This one comes with the all access pass, so you Tech Nine fans, come grab that fast. A new Backstreet Boys record. Anybody seen This Is the End knows that they were, sneaking that in, having fun with it, and they actually are having a comeback record. So it's called In a World Like This, with all 5 original boys, but they're men now. So come check out. They should be called the Backstreet Men.
It doesn't roll though.
I know. And then a new future soul, proto soul band coming from Australia apparently called Hiatus, Kaiyote, spelled really odd.
Yeah, look in the description for the actual spelling on this one because it is spelled really weird.
Yeah,
so.
it's Hiatus, and then Coyotes can spell completely different. But proto soul, neo soul, there you go. Really interesting, getting a lot of hype in certain magazines. Q-Tip is featured on the bonus track on this album, so it has that good feel to it. We also, at all locations, have free button packs that came with this. So if you buy this, you get a bunch of free buttons, which they're really cool looking. So that's about all I know about this band. We'll be playing it in the store, so come take a listen. Have a few movies to go over as well. A intense thriller horror thing. 3 young women are trapped on an island on a camp out, and they basically get hunted and they have to fight back. It's really interesting. Called Black Rock. Also, the big feature movie of the year coming out, G.I. Joe. We have a Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray DVD digital copy, and the standard Blu-ray DVD digital copy, and we have it on regular DVD as well. So if you want to see Bruce Willis and G.I. Joe and a bunch of ninjas fighting each other. Oh, and The Rock's in it too. Oh, and that Channing Tatum guy too.
Yeah, everybody. All the action stars.
Did I mention Channing Tatum? He's in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of This Is the End, you know that part.
Yeah.
A really couple good reissues on Blu-ray. The Fog, John Carpenter's movie that he did this right after Halloween.
It's about one of his original horror films.
Yeah.
It's not the one with Superman in it.
Great creepy score. The score we actually are receiving from Death Waltz Records next week on gold vinyl, the Fog special edition. So keep your eye out for that. come grab this because you know you're an 80s fan. This is on Shout Factory, or excuse me, Scream Factory, which is through Shout Factory. New artwork they've been doing, continuing with that series of stuff that they're doing. Very, very cool. It's about vengeful
ghosts in the fog at a
they're
port
like
town.
but they're old mariners, sea mariners, you know, and they're it's pretty cool. I mean, cheesy at points, but also very awesome because it's a good John Carpenter 80s movie. And then another amazingly good reissue on Blu-ray, Criterion. It's The Devil's Backbone. It's Guillermo del Toro's, I really think it is one of his first movies. It's a ghost story based in Spain, the Spanish Civil War. Very, very, very creepy and awesome. It kind of has that, it's like Pan's Labyrinth with less supernatural.
Or The Orphanage.
Yeah, it has that vibe. It's a true ghost story. Very, very cool. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't want to ruin anything to it, so just watch this movie. And then Criterion did it. And the cool Criterion's doing these really great cover art for the new Blu-ray editions too, and they got Mike Mignola to do the artwork for him, who's done stuff. You know, he's done Hellboy and a bunch of my favorite stuff.
Yeah,
so.
they're pals. And Guillermo del Toro just did Pacific Rim, so you can go watch robots punch giant monsters and have a ton of fun with that, and then you can go watch this and see a totally dialed back, creepy, subtle ghost story by
Del
the same
Toro
director.
expertly combines gothic ghost story, murder mystery, and historical melodrama in this stylish melange that, like his later Pan's Labyrinth, reminds us the scariest monsters are often the human ones. Adorable.
Very cool.
Heartwarming. But yeah, no, all jokes aside, very cool stuff. So that's really basically it we have for this week. Like I said, pretty small week, but remember, you can always come in and look at the new release sheets, and we'll kind of lay out the schedule and show you what's coming out for the next few months. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Graywhale SLC for all the updates on events that we're doing. You know, we have a bunch of summer barbecues coming up, and we want you guys to be able to come out and get some discounts and some free burgers and wieners made by me.
And you can get all of your Twilight Concert Series tickets as well at every Graywhale location. You can buy them for every show through the entire summer for just $5.75. The next show coming up, that'll be the one in 2 days after this video comes out, is going to be The National and Sharon Van Etten. We've talked about both of them on this video, I'm sure, and it's going to be, personally, it's the one I'm the most excited for this summer, and it's going to be great. So come in and get those tickets from us. And remember, you can get all of your Salt Pop updates on youtube.com/saltpopofficial, and you can find us at saltpop.net to see all of our newly released update videos, posts about pop culture, and more information about other local events. So
awesome. We're in the middle of summer having fun. Come see us.